Hi, my name is Heather the Heat Hardy, and you're watching Blue Blood Sports TV.
This is Amanda the Real Deal Serrano, and you're watching Blue Blood Sports TV.
Hi, I'm Courtney. And I'm Janita. And you're watching Blue Blood Sports TV.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, 8th Division Filipino superstar boxer Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao has coming up in the rankings, and he's highly looked at as a guy with talent. Obviously, he's going to be, touted because of who his father is. People are going to look and expect a lot from him. They're going to expect him to, be able to move through the ranking systems in the boxing world, just like his father. And that comes with a lot of pressure. But recently, he suffered his first career loss, in which he feels like, a lot of pressure is off, but he will definitely bounce back because the sport of boxing is in his blood. Sometimes when you get, kids that follow in the footsteps of legends, the moments are too big. We've seen Sugar Shane Mosley's son, come up short in the biggest moments, the times where he had opportunities to, transcend himself, into and out of the shadow of his dad. He was in the Contender Series, in which he lost to Brandon Adams in the finals. He had an opportunity, to step out the shadows and be truly considered, a great boxer, right? Then you get guys like Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. He's another guy. His dad, Julio Cesar Chavez Sr., those are big shoes to follow in, especially being of Mexican descent. They expect a lot out of you. They expect you to act and react like a Mexican warrior fighter. But when you brought up the way they're brought up, they're not as hungry as their fathers. You get Cesar Chavez Sr., Shane Mosley, they're trying to make a mark. They're trying to carve out something for themselves. They're trying to pull themselves up from somewhere. Usually, poverty. You know what I mean? Manny Pacquiao, he used to sleep on the streets. So they're kids because of who they are and superstars and the money that follows and the lifestyle. They're not as hungry. They're not brought up from the mud, right? They're actually, stepping out. Marvin Hagler always said it's very difficult to wake up at 4 or 5 a.m. in the morning, get up out your silk sheets, walk out your mansion and run 5 miles. But when you're hungry and you're waking up on a cardboard floor out in the streets and you have nothing to eat, it's much easier to get up and run those 5 miles because you have something to aim for. But these kids are already waking up in those silk sheets in those mansions with plenty of food on the table and somebody to serve them. So it's very difficult for them to step out their cells and walk those and run those 5 miles, especially when you have parents footsteps that you have to fulfill, and those shoes are enormous. They're clown shoes, and you're a toddler and you're trying to fill them, and everybody's going to expect you to react and fight like they did. You may not have the same style, you may not be the same size as Shane Mosley Jr. Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. They're big guys, so they don't fight at the same weight classes that their father fought. They don't have the same hunger, so it's very, very difficult. You'll get a handful, Floyd Mayweather, but his father wasn't as successful as Chavez Sr., Shane Mosley, guys of that nature, right? His father wasn't that successful. Yeah, he did fight Sugar Ray Leonard. He fought some greats, but he wasn't as successful as these guys, right? So Floyd Mayweather wasn't he wasn't so gifted, he wasn't so comfortable, So Floyd Mayweather didn't have those perks, right? So it's very difficult. But Manny Pacquiao's son seemed to have a lot of hunger. He seems the fight game, he wants to attack it full-fledged, and he wants that to be his career, his young early life. So, he's still in the amateurs. People are going to make a lot about it because of who his father is. Manny Pacquiao, and his father is still active. You understand? Shane Mosley Sr. Wasn't so active. He was on his way out as his son was trying to attempt his boxing career. Obviously, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., his dad, Chavez Sr., was far out the picture by the time he started. So, you know, it's a lot different because Manny Pacquiao is still considered top 5 pound for pound fighter. He's still the biggest attraction in the sport of boxing. You know, you could argue between him and Canelo Alvarez, right? So, you know, it's very, very difficult to carve out a name and make a name for yourself when your father is accomplished, or Manny Pacquiao accomplished in his career, you know, conquering 8 different weight classes, you know, becoming a face, getting knocked out and still making a name for himself, coming back. So, you know, it's a lot of pressure on him, but he feels like the pressure was lifted and he's still gonna go at it full-fledged, you know. So I'm eager to see how he does because it seems like his mentality, you know, his approach to the sport is hunger. You know, so let's see what Jimuel Pacquiao, how his career turns out. But of course, all the headlines and everybody's gonna make a lot out of it because of who his dad is. But that's all I got for y'all, man. Drop a comment in the comment section. Jimuel Pacquiao suffers his first loss. He's definitely looking to bounce back, you know, with a vengeance. That's all I got for y'all. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed? Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shouts out to the entire LDBC. Shouts out to New Media. Shouts out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.
Blue